morning again. Another brief before I move on from where I am here on Beneva. Also, another detail almost every day for probably months at least, and frequently from times before, is that participants in the disruption I hear that most anyone else around also hears is that some alleged being from the Vatican, and assertions of in the Vatican are said many times, and every time I tell you the truth that I believe in God, and our motto is "In God We Trust," and as I've said before, I believe that there is much that was and continues to be important pertaining to Jesus. The men participating, what they're really about every day is insisting about these days, saying things like the Vatican and the Vatic, saying things like the Vatican, arguing about gay-oriented sex activity. Now, I don't go around probing at others about what they do. I don't go around speculating or anything. But the particular individuals that I've been hearing portray themselves as in some way officially representative, and always saying things like the Vatican and the Vatican, and as I speak, they'd be wanting to emphasize it again, even medically precisely. And they come from the 1981 medical malpractice I experienced without realizing it in Orlando back in the summer of '81. I've detailed against it so many times, but they continue, and they're absolutely, whomever they actually are, is that they're really obsessed about it, and they had been secretive for nearly 20 years before I ever even learned about the matter. So anyway, about just about any subject that's about the most insistent about pivot tenet that they insist about, and it's very irritating. Also another term used to define the same is the stain, or the Vatican Stain, or I know there's a lot of good Catholic people, but the persons that participate in harassment like to say it overtly, a slogan of the Catholic stain. Another one says the maroon stain, stain this, stain that, always stain, pivoting various activity, also precisely on the location of their accusation, a very, slight, area, outer corner left eye. But they were really exactly wrong. And I just wanted to mention that, along with that, along with other details, that's what's continuing to be insisted about. And they also say that they believe that they're in a way isolating me away from the United States, terming me as though being in the Vatican, and saying insulting the Vatican. And as I speak, they just want to emphasize it again. If they could, they'd be wanting to tone into my throat about it. But they're exactly wrong, and I don't agree about them at all. And there's a lot of other previous detail that I'm going to elaborate about soon. And instead of what else was being said today, some saying that they're agitating and wanting to try to foment invading into what used to be the Soviet Union. I hesitate about those kind of subjects because this is all for trying to maintain peace. I'm not trying to be of any kind of rabble-rousing. Hope people in Russia are safe. I wish the fighting could stop. Hope the people in Ukraine are all right. That all the people that want peace in Eastern and Western Europe, that there's going to be peaceful resolving somehow, and that the doomsayer is always trying to cause something to happen, is that they'll be stopped and get matters resolved sensibly instead. Have a good day.